Hi, I'm the developer of AirspaceMaster. Full details on how to model are in this document right here. The link is in the description. But in this video, I'm going to show you what's the fastest way to build custom libraries and traffic and then upload them to the Steel Workshop. First, to create custom traffic, we can download the templates on the link that's over here. And here you have the template for creating custom traffic for each airport. The only difference for each folder is that the JSON inside each has the base general aviation set for that airport. In this case, we're going to make custom traffic for the Bogota airport. So we download the Bogota template. We extract the downloaded file. Now inside this folder is all we need to mod the airport. Here we have the plain photos of the photos for the areas we want to add. The top view sprites, this folder. The preview photo for when you upload your mod to Steam, and the PDF that we are going to use later when we upload the mod to Steam. Here we have all the data needed to upload it, but also we can use it for renaming the mod and not just modifying this line overflow. Now we renamed our mod and we can save the file and close it. Now for this JSON is the file we're going to use to modify the traffic for the airport. Inside the JSON, we have the template for the traffic for Bogota Airport. As you can see, we have here a template airline and also the base game general aviation traffic for the game. You can see over here. I advise you not to change this. Just keep this traffic over here. If you want, you can just modify the things of the traffic to appear, but just that I do not advise to do it. Yeah. Um, so here we have our template airline. If we want to add another one, we grab this block over here, we copy it and paste it below. Now, as you can see, we have two airline. Now we can change its name. That's what the LTC will call when referring to that airline. The three-letter code, this case is the blue airline. Then we can do the same for the second one. We rename it Red Airlines. Again, we notify its code. And these part over here are the destinations that we have from Bogota. So you can also modify that to change from where the plane appears. Now for the models, if you want to change or add a new model, you first gotta check in a reference I have in the document if that model is available. Over here, we click this link and we can see a list of all the models supported in the name. So we check the model we want to include, it's in this list, and we uh, write the same name that was in the document over here. We can write it like this, or if we want to add a new one, we just put another plane down below separated by a comma. Now for the gates, similar to the models, we take another reference we have in the document to check those gates exist for this airport. So in these lungbets inside the first document, um, we can check if the gates are available. For the Bogota airport, we can see here the layout and the gates that are for this airport. So we check those gates exist and this on the JSON, and we can leave it as it is. See, these gates, state gates, are already in the auto. Now, in order to see our custom traffic in game, we press Windows key plus R to open this dialog over here, and we use this command. We should be able to see this folder if we have the game installed. We open it and go to the mods folder. It should be empty. In my case, I have a mod that I will just delete. Now we can just drag this custom traffic mod we just created and put it over here. And now it's here. We can just open the game to see. Now we open the airport in which we have the file. We see our mod is already here in these options. We see our two airlines. Now we can start the game. Now, as you can see, the plane that spawn on radar are the airlines we made for this custom traffic with the same models and same origins. So now we can see the models working. But as we can see, these are have no livery. The planes are white. So next thing we will do is add the liveries for the aircraft. Going back to the main document, we go to the livery section and we can see another file we can download that will include the template for all the aircraft so we can paint the liveries. Similar to the mod template, we download this file and extract it. So now we are extracting the files, and inside we will be able to see folders for all the models for all the aircraft. Each one has a semi-transparent PNG for the side view and a GIMP file for the top view spread of the pen. So you can see over here. In order to edit one of those are the side view pictures, we can open them on Paint, for example, or any software. But in my case, I will use Paint. And we create a blank space. We just drag this photo over here. And there it is. In order to be able to paint the background, we click in this layers thing, add a new layer, put it under the aircraft. And now we can paint anything in this layer. We can see paint on the aircraft. This one for the blue airline. Now, to save the aircraft library file for the side view picture, we see it has a specific naming and size format. So if you go with the sizing, here on Paint, we press Ctrl plus W, and here we can resize the image that is specified in the document. So we do that, and now to save it as a PNG image, and we use the same naming format in the document, which is the code of the airline, the one that appears over the aircraft and the regular in-game, the model, and a livery number that for basic purposes we will just have one. If you want to see how the livery number works, you can review the document, but we will just we will just use one for that. So now I save the image. I will do the same for the red airlines. Now we have both images for the airlines we made on the custom traffic file. Now we are going to go ahead and create the top view image. So we search our model the same way we did with the view pictures, and we open the GIMP file for the model. Once we open it, we are going to have this top view image of plane, and now we can paint it. In the top layer, we can just paint the tail, and the one that says here you should paint the livery is the one where you paint the livery. Because you're sending, tool you want to paint the aircraft, and now you can do it. So similar to we did with the side view photos, we should put this image in a specific format. So we have to resize it as the one stated in the document. In this case, it's 50 pixels tall, the image. So we do that. The put it set automatically. So very happy, small, plain image. Now we save it. Again, we use a specific naming format for it as a TMV file. So we see it's the same as the photo. We just add a scheme string in front of the whole format, as you can see over here. And now it's done. We can export the image as a PNG file, and we will have it. Now we are going to do the same with the red viewer. So now we finish both the top view and the side view image. We can drag the image to the mod folder. In this case, I will just drag the blue airlines to the mod folder. I will keep the red airlines out for now. So again, we search for our mod folder that we have over here, and look for the mod. And We drag the plane image respectively to the scheme, the side view universe, as I am doing over here. So I do that, and now we have the plain image on our modes folder. So now this plain image will be visible on the game to have our custom liveries on the game. So now we can open the game to test that out. Now you can see the our mode no longer appears only on traffic drop down, but also on the livery drop down. So that means the game is reading our livery. So we start our game, and when we click on blue airline aircraft,
Bluetooth
or it
333
appears, so
12,000
we'll
feet
see
entering your
that
airspace.
our custom livery G6 right now. Also in round livery, we should be able to see it, but right
Ren
now we don't really
8098
don't have
12,000 feet
it.
entering your airspace.
But yeah, now you can see that the model is working, and you already have a fully working model, traffic and details. Before concluding this part, I want to point out that you don't need to have the plain photos inside the same file of the traffic. You can have it on a different file inside the mods folder, and it should still work. So that way you can create an independent like mod pack that's just exclusive to libraries. So I'm going to add another mod file over here, just copying the same one, and I will call it red libraries outside that original folder. I don't need the error and traffic on the one since I already have it on the first one. So I will modify the PDF to rename that mod to red library mod or something. I'm going to save that. And now we only have the skins and things in the preview folder. In those we can put our liveries. In this case, we're going to remove the blue aircraft liveries and we're going to place the red ones. So we will have the red airline livery pack. So now we finished with our two mod types. One is the custom traffic for Bogota for an airport specifically, and another is a livery pack. The thing with the livery packs is that it can work across all airports. Like livery packs don't need to specify what airport they're serving, just the airline one. So you have an a livery pack that use the same code as some airline that you use on any custom traffic mode you created, it will work. So this way you can have them separately in a comfortable way. So you also can upload it separately to Steam. So now we're moving on to uploading these mods we created to the Steam Workshop so anyone can download them from their Steam Workshop. So again, the instructions are on the document. First, we download the Steam CMD as I just did right now. Once we download the Steam CMD, we extract it, we delete everything else, and then we run the except the file that's over here. We run it and we wait for it to install whatever it needs to. Once the CMD setup is done, it go back to our PDF files for any of the mods we want to upload. In this case, it will be the red library pack. So we open the PDF, and here's that we modify all these paths for the folders over here because this is the file we will use to communicate with Stun, the Stun API. So we modify this as I'm doing here over here. I just paste the path to the folder of each element that's asked over here. It's also explained in the document how to do this. So do that for what I want to upload. And then save it. Now we have to log in on Steam using the Steam CMD. So again, we open the CMD as we did on the first time when installing all the updates. So here I log in into my account. I type this code that you should get on your email when you do it with your account. And once everything's confirming, you can see your login was okay. You can already proceed with the upload command. CMD, that's over here. We use that same format. I want to modify over here since I can do it that easily on the CMD directly. I search for where the location of my PDFs is. Um, see the PDFs, and I copy the path to the PDF of the name. Now I grab what I wrote over here and I paste it on the CMD. Now I gotta wait for it to upload. Now it's uploading. It's a very fast process. And once it's done, you go to the workshop tab on the games page. And as you can see, go to the items you have. And as you can see, the more I just uploaded this over here. Here I can modify everything I want. I have full control of the item. And that's it. That's everything you need to know to create and upload a mod for my game. So hope you like it. If you have any doubts, just let me know or search it in the document.